Itong statement na ito ni Attorney Pichi Rose G. Espera. Matindi ito. Sabi niya mismo sa kanyang statement, ayaw niya raw sanang lumaki pa tong issue na to. Sa totoo lang daw, nung nadawit yung pangalan niya, hindi siya naglalabas ng anumang statement sana. Ito raw ang kauna-unahan niyang public statement sa issue nito. Ayaw niya sanang mag-comment, kaya lang daw naulit na naman. Piniki na yung kanyang unang dokumento tungkol sa notaryo niya, piniki na. Tapos naglabas pa daw ng ikalawa. Oh, matindi. May ikalawa pa pala. At ang pinapatamaan niya dito, walang iba, si Senador Marcoleta. Mamaya babasahin ko sa inyo yung buong text kahit mahaba yan. Sabi dito, Espera Law Office, 20 November 2025. Public statement. With utmost respect to the judicial, executive, and legislative branches of government, and in full submission to all lawful processes, I issue this statement to address the deeply alarming events involving two falsified documents attributed to me and presented before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee on separate occasions. Dalawa na palang falsified documents and present. Grabe. Out of respect for due process, I initially chose silence, both to protect my identity and peace of mind, and in the belief that my prompt and appropriate actions would in time allow the truth to prevail. This restraint was guided as well by the fact that the affiant in the first falsified affidavit, Mr. Orly Gutesa, remains missing and unavailable to clarify the circumstances surrounding the document attributed to him. In the absence of his verified testimony, all surrounding narratives remain hearsay. However, with the subsequent presentation of yet another falsified document. Oh, mayroon pa palang present na pangalawa pang falsified na document. Hindi natin alam yun ha. Sabi niya, however, with the subsequent presentation of yet another falsified document, this time bearing a different affiant and introduced during a separate Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing and in view of recent developments where my name has been unlawfully dragged across social platforms and public forums, it has now become imperative for me to speak. O, yun na. Ano pala? Hindi lang isang dokumento na ang finalsify, dalawa na daw. Kaya nagsalita na siya ngayon. For emphasis, this is my first public statement. That is, all other statements attributed to me were either false and / or unauthorized. From the moment the first falsified document appeared online, I reacted with rightful indignation and immediately reported the incident, seeking a formal investigation from the Office of the Executive Judge of Manila, the authority vested with jurisdiction over my notarial practice. I submitted myself to judicial scrutiny, guided by my duty to uphold the rule of law, protect legal processes, and safeguard the integrity of my profession. In the course of the investigation, during which Mr. Gutesa failed to appear despite proper notice, I produced all documents necessary for verification, including my notarial books, seal, specimen signatures, and the monthly notarial reports that I consistently and faithfully submit to the Office of the Clerk of Court of Manila. These submissions enabled the proper authorities to independently and conclusively determine the falsity of the document attributed to me. After a comprehensive inquiry, it has been conclusively established by the RTC of Manila that the attributed affidavit to Mr. Orly Gutesa, where I was falsely made to appear as the notary public, is falsified. Let it be underscored that the document in question is a total fabrication. The signature attributed to me is not mine. Yan ha, hindi raw sa kanya yung signature na yon. Ang sabi pa ni Attorney Espera, ito mga kabunyog, the purported affidavit of Gutesa's document number, page number, and book number do not exist in my notarial records and will not exist in my records for the next 1 or 2 years, 2 or more years. Even the document stamp, the size, its size, features, and the professional and personal data appearing therein are entirely fabricated. And to make matters even more glaring, the notarial office attributed to my law practice during Senate Blue Ribbon Committee is not my office and has never been my office. More gravely, second falsified document, ito na, may pangalawa pa palang falsified document, this time purportedly executed by an officer of CHESA, was later presented before the same Senate committee during a subsequent hearing, again by the same individual. Alam natin yan kung sino yung individual na yan. Siyempre si Marcoleta yan. Again by the same individual who is regarded as one of the pillars members of the Senate. This can no longer be dismissed as mere coincidence. It reflects a disturbing and unmistakable pattern of patronizing falsity and weaponizing fabricated documents within the nation's most respected legislative body. The repeated insertion of falsified documents and the unfounded allegations directed at me serve no legislative purpose, offer no value to the inquiry into flood control issues, and instead undermine the dignity of the proceedings. These acts divert the committee from its true mandate and erode public trust in the very processes meant to uphold transparency and accountability. I also must emphasize this fundamental point to the public. No legitimate lawyer or notary public operates a 24/7 notarial office. Any claim suggesting that my notarial office or my other notarial office or any other notarial office was operating 24/7 is itself a significant and unmistakable red flag of falsification. The suggestion alone is contrary to the rules governing notarial practice and inconsistent with legal ethics. This alone should alert any reasonable observer and possible clients that something is gravely amiss. In a time when misinformation spreads quickly and truth is often distorted, I call on the public to exercise discernment and wisdom. Let us uphold truth so that justice may prevail. May we be reminded that actions and words lose all value when they are not grounded in honesty, fairness, and good intention. Finally, I assure the public I will pursue all appropriate legal remedies and processes available under our laws. My commitment is resolute, not only to defend my name, but to protect the integrity of the notarial practice and ensure accountability for the repeated improper use of falsified documents in official proceedings. I stand firm, I stand truthful, and I stand committed to my oath, to the rule of law, and to the protection of the institutions that safeguard justice in our nation. Ay mga kabunyog, mga kababayan, itong kung totoo itong mga sinabing ito ni Attorney Espera at kung talagang kagagawan ni Senador Marcoleta ito sa ethics ng Senado, pwede siyang sampaan ng reklamo nito. Kasi seryosong aligasyon, hindi lang pala isang beses, mga kabunyog. 2 beses na ayon sa kanya. Kaya nga hindi na lang daw siya nanahimik eh. Kumbaga, nung una, pinalampas niya yung una. Pero 2 beses na. Nung una daw, present yung falsified document ni Gutesa. Hindi pa siya naglabas ng statement noon. Kaya lang, mayroon pa palang pangalawang document na present sa hearing ng Senate Blue Ribbon. Yung pangalawang falsified document, sabi niya, matindi na ito. Grabe ito. Nakikita nyo naman yung yung mga sinabi ni Attorney Espera. Ayaw niya sana ngang maging controversial yan. Kaya nga hindi daw siya nagre-release ng state. Nung una na pinalsify yung document, lahat daw falsified doon eh. Yung perma niya at saka yung notarial number, lahat yon napalampas niya. Pero mayroon pang pangalawang document na present sa hearing ng Senado. Sa Senate Blue Ribbon din. At ang sabi niya, you is the same individual, parehong tao, na nag-present niyan, alam naman natin kung sinong nagpipresent doon. Ay di ba si Senador Marcoleta lang naman. Kaya sabi ni Attorney Pichi Rose Espera, hindi niya na ito mapapalampas. Mag-aano na siya ng appropriate na remedies dito. Pinaka-appropriate na remedy diyan kung nakikinig si Attorney Rose Espera, file na ng ethics complaint si Senador Marcoleta diyan sa Senado. Kasi maalala naman natin yung privilege speech niya nung isang araw. Yun pa rin. Ang pinapalabas kasi ni Marcoleta na itong si Attorney Espera siyang dapat sisihin dyan sa notaryo na yan ni Gutesa. At ang sinasabi ni Marcoleta, walang kasalanan si Gutesa kasi nagpanotaryo lang naman siya. Ang sabi ni Attorney Espera, nung pinapatawag kasi doon sa Regional Trial Court ng Manila, hindi naman umattend si Gutesa. Di dapat sana nagkaharapan. Kaya lang hindi rin tumitigil si Marcoleta eh. Actually, di ba sinabi nga ni Marcoleta na pag may paglalagyan, kapag naimbestiga niya daw at nakita niya posibleng sangkot itong si Attorney Espera sa pamimiki ng falsified document na yon, may kalalagyan si Attorney Espera. Ako hindi ko nasubaybayan yon. Hindi ko napansin yon na may pangalawa na palang document na present. Kaya ito? Ang tama dito, kasi unethical ito eh. Hindi ito tama na gawain ng isang senador. Unethical ito. Kaya dapat talagang bahan ng reklamo ni Attorney Espera sa Senate Ethics Committee. Si JBR Sito yata ang chairman ng Ethics Committee. Kita mo naman yung abogada Nabasa natin yung buong statement niya. Nakakaano daw na nung una, ginaano na nga, piniki na nga yung kanyang mga perma, yung mga niya sa notaryo niya. Tapos ngayon, inulit na naman daw, pangalawa. May sinasabi siyang pangalawa pa raw na dokumento I-research ko nga yan. Naano nyo ba yon? Nasundan nyo yon? Ang sabi niya ni Attorney Espera, mayroon daw pangalawang dokumento na present na naman sa hearing ng Senate Blue Ribbon. Falsified document na naman daw yon. Hindi ko kasi masyadong nasundan yung sa Nasundan nyo ba yon? Kaya ito mga kabunyog, mga kababayan, abangan natin ito. Sana makarating kay Attorney Espera tong suggestion natin. Dapat ireklamo si Marcoleta niyan. Kasi paulit-ulit na siya niyan. Tinitira talaga itong si Espera. Gusto na nga ni Espera na talagang masarado yung issue na yan. Nag-appear na siya dun sa hearing sa Regional Trial Court ng Manila. Pero hindi naman nag-attend si Gutesa. Tapos siya, hindi siya tinitigilan. Ngayon mayroon na naman pangalawang document daw na present. Ano na naman yun? Falsified na naman yun. Okay? Mga kabunyog, mga kababayan, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay po tayo.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw.